20, 30, 40, 50 million naira, and you want me to still remain in the marriage? No, look, listen to yourself again. 50 million naira. Honestly speaking, the only thing I would miss is the other room. Aside from that, I would stand up and dust myself and go. 50 million naira, I would go and develop myself. Oh, I can't stay in that marriage. To do what?
The matter self no even too long. As I do now, make I just see the 50 pie first. Make I see the 50 million first. Not till long now. I go to I go leave that marriage. Sharp, oga. Day your day, make I day my day. I go need to go and explore, enjoy life. Baby girl needs to enjoy her life now. And I need to take care of myself. Where I go stay? Otilo. When I mean Otilo, I go find my way. What are you telling me?
A woman might leave her horrible toxic marriage because of financial problems and when given a significant amount of money.
So,
but it's okay for you to realize that there is nothing better outside if you have a sweet marriage.
I hear.
If you have a sweet marriage that you're enjoying and you have a man who doesn't stifle you, you can be there and be whoever you want to be.
Okay.
Enjoy your money, be whoever you want to be, and then he would even encourage you. Particularly if you have a smart and an intelligent man who will encourage you to know how to.
Hello, my people. Good day, everyone. Welcome to the Governor's TV. I am Princess Annabelle, okay? And I have here
Melanin Harmony.
Okay, and right there we have
Norma Onyinyechi.
You're welcome, Norma. Norma, this one you're just being all cozy and
yeah, I think I'm that kind of person.
Okay. Okay, so we have a very, very, very interesting topic today. It has been making the news lately about women being given, how much is this again?
50 million.
50 million naira, and then
The Tuama.
95% of women want to run away from marriages. They want to say they are done if they have up to 50 million naira in their account to go and establish themselves. And Mrs. Norma here is saying,
I don't think every woman would do that.
Okay, in this Nigeria.
Yeah. a superfluous woman might would, but not all women. We have to consider
You need to be really real.
We have to consider certain factors before we say 95% of
Are you
women.
A realist?
Yeah,
Because I am.
Yeah, I am.
We can't be on the same page and then we're arguing on this issue, because I would definitely go.
Oh, you might be among the 95%.
My dear, I'm the first person.
You are the first, but it doesn't mean that others would be like you. It doesn't mean that because you are there. It doesn't mean that there is 95. There could be lesser percentage.
Think about it again.
That's why I said we need to consider certain factors. Okay. Some women might see it as an opportunity to achieve their goals.
It is an opportunity, not these.
That's part of the factors that I'm pointing out here. They would see it as an opportunity to achieve their goals if they are given a particular amount of money to live, and then they want to live and establish themselves. They didn't
say leave. They said go and establish yourself, and then
leave their marriages.
No, you would leave if the marriage is not working for you. You would leave. If I'm in a marriage, and you give me, my dear, 10 million.
But the question didn't say if the marriage is not working. It didn't put it that way.
No,
he said
there was
no clause. Yes, that's why it said, and they said 95% of women will leave, right?
So there's no clause to this fact.
Yeah, there's no clause to it. Yeah.
If you're given
50 million,
just 50 pim, right?
Yeah.
You want to remain in the marriage, or you want to advise yourself that it's time to be that independent woman. That I want to be. I need to. Do you know what 50 million is?
It's a big money, but some people have the values. They have good marriages, but they don't have the money. So
how good can a marriage be?
They have they have these
me,
good values
How
that
good? Excuse me.
a marriage can be.
How good can a
Not
marriage be?
every marriage is
Listen,
bad. I don't like how people
told
generalize it that because this marriage, this one marriage is like that, then everybody's marriage
My dear,
have to be
I
the same
know,
way.
I know.
The whole marriage
I'm
now
not
are
wrong.
not good.
I'm not wrong.
There is no good marriage.
You're saying are you
There
kidding
is-
me?
they are all pretending.
I know people who are happy in their marriages.
Don't be too sure.
They are happy in their marriages and they are contented with where they are.
That is
so
what you think.
because you have a neighbor or you have experienced a particular thing in your marriage, and then you generalize that it is every man. How do you want to raise your daughter to believe that all marriages are bad?
My dear.
You don't want to raise a child like that to have the mentality that
Okay.
all marriages are bad, and then she goes in with the bias that I'm gonna have to fight this man if my marriage is like this, or I'm gonna even if the man hasn't expressed that aggression, the girl grows up with every man is bad, so she's antagonistic.
I haven't said every man is bad. I'm only saying
saying every
know,
no saying every
I just
saying,
that
saying,
look na
saying
two,
no
sis.
good marriage, saying no good marriage, you are pointing that there is a character. There's someone
the character
there.
could be me.
There's
The character
someone
could
there
be the man.
Who's,
The character
but
could
for
be the family.
For a woman to say it,
There are lots.
for a woman to say that there are lots of bad marriages, you are pointing that finger at a man indirectly.
I haven't said it's a man. It could be his in-law. It could be
be
from
from the
my
family.
side.
But why would you want to involve your in-law in something that has to do with
Before you
husband
marry a
and
man,
wife?
before you
It
marry
is-
a man.
The family
it
must
is-
be in
it
support
is
of
too.
this now.
They have
The
to
family
be.
must
No,
be in
I'm not
support
saying
of
they
this.
shouldn't be. They should be when you get married. They should be in support
But
of
wait,
it.
wait.
But when it's both of you, the others should step aside
Wait.
until you are called to be involved in this matter. Is none of
before
your
you-
My
business.
dear, clap for
please.
yourself. No. Just
But wait,
clap for yourself.
wait,
You're not a Nigerian.
Princess, wait, make I talk something. All this thing wey una just
For
dey here,
real?
they talk. My own be say make una give me the 50 by first. I know whether I go there for the marriage. Make una give me the money first. I know whether I go there for the marriage or not.
50
Oga,
million naira.
Step aside.
Move.
Make I go do my life.
Okay. You want the money
want the money.
to step aside. That means you have a terrible marriage. You
You
have a terrible man that would wreck you.
Wait, see. Even if I have, let me.
You know
say,
there are rich.
because there is
You know
no
there are
marriage,
rich.
there's no
You know there are
100%
rich
marriage.
women who are breadwinners.
Yeah, I know.
And they are still in their marriages.
Because they are breadwinners. Did you hear what you said? Because they are breadwinners.
Their
that means that
husbands.
they
It doesn't
My
mean that their
dear.
husbands are poor.
Okay.
are For
But
the fact that you
don't need to be.
take someone
For the
like
fact that you-
Okonjo Iweala, for example.
You
Do you
don't
know
need-
who she is?
she's
Her
the
husband
one
is rich.
and she's also
Her
rich.
husband is rich. She's a popular woman, but it doesn't make. I've
Okay.
never seen her come out
She
to
and
say,
the
"Oh,
husband, the
My
two
darling,
of
we
them,
are
because
talking
two of them who
about
are more
the
popular.
Gen Z generation. Forget Okonjo
Give
Iweala.
me
She's
more
a
money
grandma.
first now.
there
We're not talking
are
about her.
responsible Gen
I'm talking
Zs.
about responsible
There are
what?
it might be one
For this
1990
generation
down.
now,
It
for
might
this
be
generation.
one, it might be one, it might be two, and that's why the society should learn to raise girls who have some common sense to think for themselves and to make the right decisions.
So wait, because
You
they-
get now when you're saying Gen Z that, Gen Z this, Gen Z that, you are kind of indirectly putting an idea into the heads of those who don't even know the left from the right. Oh,
My
Gen
dear,
Z, Gen Z behaves
dear,
like this.
if-
Oh, I
If
automatically
this is-
would behave like
If
this.
this is how you want to classify what my statement now, so be it, because this is as real as it can be. Why would I be in the 21st century
and
and I'm in a marriage
Okay.
and I'm giving 50 million naira?
And you
Okay.
will stay.
And then you will
Hold
leave
on,
the marriage.
hold on.
On what grounds are you
Hold
leaving the
on,
marriage?
when I have a very beautiful life I can achieve.
On what
outside
grounds
this.
are you
Do know
leaving
that
the marriage?
Can restrict you from a whole lot of things.
So why get married?
Ha.
Why get
Because I
married in the
haven't seen the
first
50
place?
million.
If you know it's going to
You know why?
restrict you, why get
Okay,
married?
let's say that time that money is not on grant. I don't have the 50
So you
million,
got
understand?
married as a transactional issue.
Now transaction must stay inside the marriage.
Oh,
now.
you
Without
need to check.
transaction,
You
we
need
do
to
the
check
marriage.
yourself. Really, you need to
Wait,
check
why I go
yourself.
check
Really,
myself?
you need to check
But-
yourself
but
because
in hell,
you
but in
have
hell.
the wrong instincts or morals for what marriage is. Or because you don't have the money now, you get married, and then when you have the money, you leave. That's the next option for you.
Why would I leave?
So you shouldn't even get married.
My
You
dear.
know.
Listen.
I want to say something, please. I want to say something.
Okay.
From the, I don't know if you will allow me to move in, shift a bit from the biblical point of marriage,
Okay. Jesus
Which-
said.
Don't enter Bible.
which people do not see. Marriage is an institution made by God and should be sacred.
Okay.
But the society has made it to look like a child's play. It's now a joke. This person can get married today, I'm off, and then you move to the next person, I'm off, and then you move to the next person, I'm off, and then you move. So why get married if you think marriage will give you everything? It's not. Is meant to. Is even in your house with your siblings, you quarrel.
That marriage will not give me everything.
I have the opportunity.
Yes, and I have the opportunity.
You get it.
To go and get everything.
Then why don't you stay away from marriage until you get what you want?
For that period of time, I just needed.
Marriage is a second option for me.
Oh, thank you.
Do you understand?
But she's stating it as though it's a priority.
Hold on.
No, I never said it's a priority.
It's a first option.
I will build myself first before thinking about marriage. And when I get into it, and I still have the opportunity to build
yourself.
My dear, I'll pack my shoe.
Clean it.
But that is why you should have conversation with sensible men.
A while ago, before we came in here,
okay,
you were telling me about your boyfriend who is in the US, and I'm beginning to wonder. That your boyfriend you were mentioning now, how sensible do you think he is?
We have conversations.
Do you
I don't just have conversations like, have you eaten? What Gen Z do today? Have you eaten? Are you hungry? My friend, get up and have some real conversation with people. You don't just, have you eaten? Oh, where did you go today? What do you want to deduce? How would you deduce someone's common sense?
They would lick your butt if they have to.
If you allow them,
relationship now.
If you allow them,
getting 50 million naira for myself and establishing myself and
then leaving your marriage.
And
now I'm saying,
and you are among the 5% that want to stay in a marriage.
I'm saying, not all women will leave there. There has to be a ground where you leave your marriage when you are giving.
And I'm among them.
And there has to be a ground. There has to be a ground that you are leaving the marriage. It's either you have a selfish husband, you have an unhappy marriage, you have someone who is domineering, who doesn't want to
an alpha male yourself,
kind of an alpha male, yeah. And I don't have a problem with that person leaving, but saying 95, don't you think 95% is a huge number?
It is not, my darling.
Because in that 95, you are first, Abby. You are number one. Me, I'm number two.
I think my late grandmother, even if she has that opportunity, she would leave.
She's the
she
number.
will leave, Abby.
So why was I? Do you get?
You know, there is this kind of money I will have,
okay, go ahead.
I will have, and there are some certain things I will want to do for myself, and my husband will restrict it. So to avoid you telling me don't do this, maybe I want to get a car worth like how many millions, and you tell me don't do this. Now.
And do you know this point now? Do you know money really changes people? You don't know the real attitude of a poor person until you give.
Do you know I'm looking at
money.
You? And you
I'm not saying I said person. I did not say a particular. I did not state a particular
if he's given the opportunity to have 20 million naira,
I did not state a particular gender. I didn't state a particular gender. I said money changes people. Money changes people. Okay. You don't know the attitude of a poor man until you hand him a particular. Yes,
don't wash him. He don't wash his head. He don't wash his head.
He's sensible. He's sensible. He lets me be myself, achieve anything I want to achieve.
Even with the long distance, you still think that he's sensible.
Of course, he's sensible because I have sensible conversation, not conversation like
because talking about
send me urgent 2K.
We're talking about marriages. We've seen where men burn their wife with petrol. We've seen where
I don't support that.
Hold on.
Yeah.
And then that woman now, I'm sure if she was given 50 million naira, would be among the 5% to say she wouldn't leave her marriage because of the man. Now, where is she? Under beneath. She's gone.
Okay.
So if she had the opportunity to own that 50 million naira to go and establish,
now who is this person that will share 50 million to these people that want to leave your marriages? Who is this person that will give you the 50 million?
An opportunity can just come up and you were offered 50 million naira to establish yourself, to get a life.
You've not seen money, right?
I'm sure you're on the side of leaving because you have a very horrible relationship.
I don't have any horrible relationship.
Why won't you leave? Why don't you leave that horrible relationship before you see that money? Don't you think you are selfish?
Oh my God.
Don't you think you are being selfish?
I know. Selfishness.
Hello, darling.
Don't you think you're being selfish and being materialistic? I know you're
looking at us like
if you're in a horrible, if I
want to go and get the better
if I am in a horrible relationship, I don't need to see money before I leave. I'm going to leave before I see the money.
We haven't said the relationship is horrible.
Or marriages.
You have a very blissful, flourishing marriage.
Okay.
And you're given the opportunity
I need to go and explore,
establish yourself.
I go carry
Of course, the person would establish, but why would you want to leave a sweet, comfortable home, and you think it's better out there?
I need to go and grow myself.
I need to go and enjoy that money
and grow
yourself. You have a happy. You said you have a happy marriage. Why would you leave? Nobody,
because there are men that once you own such a mouth, they start getting jealous.
Yes,
there are men
and they will be like a little thing. They will get angry. They will knock
from his US. You think he's loving you now, right? Until you start getting money, until you start owning that money. That's when
don't you think being in US makes him richer than that 50 million naira you want to get?
That's how selfish some can be. Why hasn't he taken you there?
I don't know. May you come back first now.
He's not married to you. He's not married to me.
You know we are talking about marriage.
Okay, he's not married to me yet. I think if he marries me, he's going to leave me here.
Can't you see what's happening? Don't bring your wives to the US. When they come, they will do this. Child support.
That's why I said everybody is not the same. Are there no Americans that have this issue of child support and all that? Why do you make it? Why are you making it look like it's only blacks that have this problem? They are whites, and it is even the whites that give them this morale to see the rights that they have, and then Africans, if they're given a little opportunity, they blow it out of proportion.
All I'm saying is grow yourself.
No, mercy.
Miss Harmony.
I still there on my
I'm not stopping any woman from growing herself, but if you have a happy home, why would
you leave your marriage to grow?
That is if you have a horrible marriage, if you have a man that is stifling you.
Marriage or not?
Do you know there are men that can be so dear?
I wouldn't advise a woman who has a happy home who doesn't have a man stifling her. You can be yourself, but you don't have to leave that home. It is not better out there. The society is not better out there.
Make her live first now.
Oh, you think money is everything.
I know whether you think it's better or not. No, make her live first.
And it's better for her.
Make her live first, I beg. Maybe we know whether it's better for us.
So on that note, we'll come your way again next week with another wonderful episode. Thank you, Ms. Harmony. Thank you, my darling. It's a pleasure to have you all. Don't forget to follow us on YouTube. Go and subscribe. Have you?
Yeah.
Don't forget to also follow us here on Facebook. As you always do. We're bringing it hot as it be.